Welcome to Fluent Path English YouTube channel. Today I will tell you the story of the little tea shop on Willow Lane. A gentle tale about a quiet place where a simple cup of tea can change someone's day. On a peaceful street called Willow Lane, between a narrow bookshop and a busy flower stall, stood a tiny tea shop with a pale blue door. A small wooden sign above it read, "Mabel's Tea and Kindness." Many people walked past without noticing, but those who stepped inside always remembered it. The shop belonged to Mabel Finch, a friendly woman in her late 60s with soft grey hair and round glasses. She believed that most problems felt smaller with a warm drink and someone who listened. Every morning she opened the door at 8, swept the step, and wrote a cheerful message on the chalkboard outside. Some days it said, "Tea first, worries later." Other days it read, "Come in from the cold." Inside, the shop smelled of fresh scones and strong breakfast tea. There were only 4 tables, each with different chairs and a tiny vase of flowers. It was not fancy, but it felt warm and safe. One rainy Tuesday, a young man pushed open the door. His coat was wet and his face looked tired. He ordered a tea and sat by the window, staring at the grey sky. "First time here?" Mabel asked kindly as she set down his mug. "Yes," he said. "I've just moved to the area for work. I don't know anyone yet." "New places can feel lonely at first," Mabel replied, "but give it time." The young man's name was Oliver, and he returned the next day, then the day after. Soon he became part of the shop's quiet rhythm. Not long after, a little girl named Lily began visiting with her father. She always chose the jam tarts and talked endlessly about school, her cat, and her dreams of becoming a singer. Her laughter filled the small room, and even serious customers couldn't help smiling. Weeks passed, and the tea shop slowly became a meeting place. Mrs. Patel came every Thursday for mint tea and stories about her grandchildren. Arthur, an elderly man with a flat cap, arrived daily for the newspaper, but stayed for conversation. Ben, the delivery driver, stopped in each morning for a takeaway cup and a quick joke. For Mabel, the shop was never just about tea. It was about people. One cold morning in November, Oliver arrived looking worried. He explained that his company might close the local office and he feared losing his job. Mabel listened quietly, then poured him another cup. "Life changes more often than we expect," she said gently, "but sometimes change brings new chances." Just then, Lily ran in waving a paper from school. She had won a kindness award. The whole shop clapped, and for a moment, Oliver forgot his worries. A few days later, a woman from the local council visited. She had heard that Mabel's shop helped bring neighbours together and asked if Mabel would host small community events there, book swaps, advice mornings, and friendly meetups. Mabel agreed at once. Soon, the shop felt even livelier. People came not just for tea, but for company. Oliver began helping others with job advice and discovered he enjoyed it. For the first time since moving, he felt settled. By December, Willow Lane glittered with Christmas lights. Mabel organised a small gathering in the shop with mince pies, music, and laughter. Lily sang a carol, Arthur read a poem, and Mrs. Patel brought homemade sweets. Looking around the crowded, cheerful room, Oliver realised something important. He had arrived as a stranger, but now he felt at home. He lifted his mug and said, "I thought I needed a plan to belong here, but it turns out I just needed the right place and the right people." Mabel smiled warmly, and as the bell above the door gave a soft little ting, someone new stepped inside. ready to begin their own story on Willow Lane.